McDonald's have been, according to The Independent, absolutely muck-skewered for creepy and depressing AI-generated Christmas ad. So they put out a Christmas ad like Coca-Cola, put it on YouTube, and everyone hated it. The comments got turned off quickly because people were so angry with McDonald's. And then very shortly afterwards, they took the video down. Now, I actually downloaded the video, so I have a copy. Thought something like this might happen, so I grabbed it. I'll have a look at it in a moment. I will also post it up in the newsletter so you can get access to it and have a watch yourself. It's pretty bad. Not a good advert. It's crappy looking AI. I can see why people get annoyed, but it's talking to a large issue here of the use of AI in creative fields, taking jobs from actors, reducing film crew that are required to get these shots, all things that reduce the cost of creating the video. And that is precisely why this is being done. This is about cost. This is about saving money. This is primarily about McDonald's making more money by spending less. But then I'll scan through the video and talk about AI in creative fields. It's not something I'm supportive of. I think it's one of the more grim and gross uses of artificial intelligence, which is why pretty much all of my content is personally focused on personal productivity, professional productivity, using AI in your daily life to start businesses and to become more efficient. It's not so much focused on the creative fields. So you've probably noticed I don't talk that much about video, imagery, or audio in my content. This is why I think there are better uses. McDonald's absolutely muck-skewered for creepy and depressing AI-generated Christmas ads. This is the problem when you release something and want to delete it from the internet. It's really hard to do. The Independent have a copy. You can watch it on their website. Many other people have a copy, so you cannot just delete something that you're embarrassed about anymore. It doesn't work. McDonald's in the Netherlands has been skewered online over its 2025 Christmas commercial created entirely by artificial intelligence. So following on from companies like Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola have now done 2 years worth of AI adverts. People don't really like them, but they did another one this year. McDonald's thought, yeah, let's jump in on that and let's use artificial intelligence. This specifically is one Christmas advert for the Netherlands. They're making different Christmas adverts all over the world. I don't know how many, maybe 100. One of them is using artificial intelligence, and it's created by a partnership between the US agency TBWA and the production company The Sweet Shop. That's a lot like The Sweatshop. It features several AI-generated people and families all experiencing mishaps in the lead up to Christmas, including presents falling off car roofs, exploding Christmas trees, and carol singers performing in icy conditions. There's a lot of physical comedy. This guy getting blown out of his window, people falling over, someone falling off a tree. There's a cat at one point which looks very AI. The problem with physical comedy in particular is that it's physical. It requires physicality to sell the illusion. That cat, the physics and gravity of that fall don't work. It does not look real. The collapse of the tree doesn't look real. Trying to do physical comedy is hard when you're not using physical objects. The whole thing doesn't quite land. For the physical comedy to work, it needs to be humans. The whole thing, for me, falls flat. I think as a creative exercise, doesn't work very well, which is a shame. Because AI can be used in production. It is being used in production. This is the thing that people aren't talking about. It is 100% being put into workflows for video games, for film, photography, adverts that will continue to be used extensively. It needs to be used well to produce a good advert. I don't think this succeeds because it lacks physicality. This is beside the ethical and moral issues of using AI in the creative industry. But I can see why people saw this advert and they're like, it's a bit crap. I agree, it does not look very good. I will post this in the newsletters. You can watch it yourself and make your own opinions of the artistic merit of it. Again, aside from the moral and the ethical, that's something else we can talk about. But as a whole, the advert itself is whatever. But remember, this is going to be one of hundreds of adverts that McDonald's put out for Christmas. What I imagine, this is maybe giving them too much credit, but it could be a test. Basically, hey, we're going to do 50 different global Christmas campaigns this year. Let's try one with AI. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much that will cost us and what the reaction will be. And the other 49 will be unaffected. Or more cynically, hey, if we do one with AI, it's going to get a lot of attention, positive or negative. People are going to be talking about us. There's no such thing as bad publicity. The fact that they're now taking it down would suggest not. But what it has done is triggered people to make their own versions of the Christmas ad, human-made versions of the Christmas ad, to show McDonald's, hey, this is much better than what you created. So they've got user-generated content off the back of it. I don't know if they've thought it through that much. Maybe that's just me being cynical. People are talking about McDonald's. The Independent goes through it all. Comments off the YouTube video were taken down because people were very angry. The messaging of this ad is literally, F Christmas, F your family, eat McDonald's instead. A soulless AI advertisement to promote your slop and denigrate Christmas seems slightly demonic. AI didn't make this film. Let's talk about this. The AI company behind it, called the Sweet Shop, not the Sweatshop, the Sweet Shop, they came out and said, oh, actually, we worked really hard on this, which has led to more people teasing them and say, what the hell are you talking about? You just typed in some prompts. The Sweet Shop put out a whole statement about their workflow and all the steps they had to go through and how it's like making a real movie. The response to that was not very positive. They say, AI didn't make this film, we did, the Sweet Shop director, Melanie Bridge, said. And one social media user replied, it genuinely pains me when reading about AI and people use phrase like writing AI prompts like it's something to be proud of artistically. I cannot believe our advancement of society is the plague of AI.